Mishnah 14.
Fourteen.
18 ba'as.
Some prints 18, but as I said, doesn't matter what number, the text is the same, and the context is the same, and the meaning is the same. And the Mishnah starts with the word Rabbi Nehorai Omer. And we got Mishnah 14, 18, but Rabbi Nehorai Omer.
Yeah, it's 18, yeah. Okay.
18 on
We've
it.
got it in 18 in ours.
No, I said either 18 or 14. It depends on which print. Okay? Why I can't see everybody? I don't know. One second. Oops. Oh. Maybe I don't know how to get the full picture. Company, can everybody hear
Yeah.
me?
We can all hear you and
Okay.
see you.
To put it gallery view.
Yeah, I'm going to get a view, but I don't know now. I went to the wrong. One second.
I show 9 participants.
Yeah. Okay, that's better. How to maximize this, I don't know. But yeah, I think everybody. I see Ruven, I see Benji, I see Felicia, I see Yula, Edith, Raina, and Sam, and I see myself as well. Okay.
Very good. Very good.
So Rabbi Norai. Now this Rabbi Norai, interesting, seems to be like a nickname. Some say that his name actually was Nehemiah. Some say it was Meir. Some say that it was Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach. And why I mention it, because Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach is quite significant if this is the one that said what it said here, and we'll come to it later. So first of all, what did he say? הווה גולל למקום תורה. You should go, גולה is like going to Golus. How do you say in English word Golus?
Diaspora.
Exile.
Oh, diaspora is Golus. Golus, which means like a person that if he killed somebody unintentionally, had to go to city of shelters. This is Golus. Golus is not just diaspora. Diaspora can be America, which is a nice life. Golem means in the gay.
Exile was a good one. Exile.
What that?
Exile.
Okay. But anyhow,
EXILE.
we call it Golus. I said a person should leave his comfort to study Torah. We'll explain what does it mean. ואל תאמר שהיא תבוא אחריך. Don't say, I'll stay where I am, and that it will come after you. The Torah will come after you, where you are. שחבריך יקיימוה בידיך. Now this חבריך, the English translation says, for only your fellow students will make it remain with you. ועל בינתך אל תישען, and don't rely on your own understanding. So the message is that in order to study Torah and to achieve what a person can achieve in his study, he should leave his comfort zone. He should go to a place where he can study with students or friends or other teacher. And the Mishnah comes as a following to the last Mishnah that we learned, that there are three crowns. The highest crown is a Keter Torah, the crown of Torah. So the Mishnah Kan says, gives you a guidance how to achieve and to get to this Keter Torah. What is the maximum way that you can do in order to achieve this crown of? So, as I said, usually when we say Golus, this is like a punishment. As I said, when a person killed somebody unintentionally, it was a city of shelter, which was kind of a punishment. Here we are not talking, it's not a punishment. It's not a negative thing. Yourself, and you can be lazy in your study. Go to a place that you can achieve more. Where can you achieve more? Mekom Torah. A place that is a Torah place. It can be a yeshiva. It can mean a town where people are Torah, they are involved in a Torah study. There is a good atmosphere in this place which encourages a person to study and at the same time to gain from the knowledge of other people, because this is a place of Torah study, Torah Academy. Then there is a rabbi or teacher, and the last sentence says, "Ve'al binatcha al tisha'en," don't rely on your own understanding. In other words, you may say, "Look, I'm quite a clever person. I know how to read. I can learn with books. I don't need anybody to teach me. I don't need any chavrusa. I don't need any friend to learn with. I can achieve what I can achieve by learning on my own." The Mishnah comes to encourage a person to benefit from certain things, a place, a social place which has got a spreading of Torah. Learning can be the teachers, people are scholars that can encourage you and teach you and give you more than you can achieve on your own. And as I said, the rabbi or friends, and he says and don't say that they will come after you. Say, well, I'll sit here, and then the rabbi will come here, or the students will come here. You should go make an effort. So there is an interesting, why when I mentioned that the name of Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach, that according to some commentators, that is he is a person that is the nickname here, Reb Norai. Reb Norai, the translation, the Aramaic translation, Neora, means light, enlightening. But why I say there is a special meaning or special message if we take it that this was Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach, because there is an interesting story which I'm trying to find. Give me a moment. Yeah. It says this. Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach was one of the 5 main important disciples of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, who was named earlier in the Perek. Recognizing his brilliant creative intellect, his great teacher described him as a spring that flows with ever-renewed vigor. In other words, he made the big success in his studies, and Rabbi Yochanan came to regard him as the most gifted of the 5, far above the others. Surely a splendid future could have been predicted for him in the halls of Torah learning. Then the great master Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai died. The other disciples decided to remain at Yavne. Yavne was a yeshiva there, where Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai had his students. Others remained to continue their life of Torah study in the center the master had founded. But Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach, his wife, without the women don't take it in the bed of the wife. The wife apparently convinced him to settle in her native city of Emmaus, a beautiful resort and spa where many came for their health, but a town with no academy, atmosphere, or competitive advanced Torah study. So let's say it's a place like where you go for a holiday, or maybe to Cape Town. Never?
Rabbi playing with fire there.
Maybe museum. Maybe
not so slowly. Slowly.
Okay. Yeah, he was advanced and persuaded. He felt supremely confident in his erudition and brilliant mastery of Torah, for he had no doubt his colleagues and their friends would follow him to make Emmaus a new center of greatest Torah study in Israel. After all, he was the brightest star in their galaxy. But Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai had planted the roots of his great academy in Yavne. There the others remained steadfast. As last Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach yearned to return, to resume the life-giving discussion and arguments of Torah study with his fellows. But, again, his wife dissuaded him. Who needs whom? She asked him. They need me, he replied. Remembering well, as superior he had always been in the knowledge and understanding in keen grasp and creative insight, he listened to her, said yes, and there he remained quite alone until he simply forgot deafened were their hearts. The sage present, once his closest friends and fellow students, must have been appalled beyond words. It is recorded that they prayed for him, and his brilliant range of learning and study was restored. So that's why I say it is significant if we say the Rab Norai, this person that made this statement, he might have said it by his own self-experience that he saw that when he was staying in his place, in comfortable place, in the comfort zone, as I said, so he lost his learning. He couldn't even come to a point that he couldn't read from the Torah a simple sentence. Could be very well. I once, I think, suggested that he actually wanted to pronounce his disappointment with the people around him, which means היה ליבם, their heart are deaf. In other words, he was disappointed with the people that they like deaf. But whatever the case is, the message is very, very simple in this Mishnah. That the person to study Torah, he should not spoil himself. He should, and this is why many people, even when they read a yeshiva or a study place where they live, they go to yeshiva somewhere else. This is what the Mishnah says. You go to a new place, don't just look for your comfort. The fact that a person goes to yeshiva in other place. So, number one, edge and influence by the people around to study and to go deeper in things. Number two, I think the fact that he is in a strange place, he appreciates more the time because he knows that he can be there only for a limited time. So he takes more use of the time rather when you are at home. Say, okay, tomorrow is also a day. The next year, so if I don't learn today, well, it doesn't matter. I can just play with the time. It will be, I'll get more next year. But Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach or Rabbi Norai, what he says, if you really want to maximize, I think the word is maximize your Torah study, then leave the place, the comfortable place. Or like Rabbi Eliezer ben Arach when he was like in a dacha, in a holiday place. Go to a place where you can, and number one, have the fact that you are not in comfort, you think to yourself, I don't have such a comfortable place. Why I'm here? Because I want to study. So it's got a guilty conscience for the time that he's going to waste. He said, I left a comfortable home to be here if I'm not making use of it, if I don't utilize it. So this is one advantage. The second advantage, as I said, Mekom Torah. It is a town with scholars, or a yeshiva with students. There are teachers that do, and don't just rely on your own abilities. I can sit at home, I can learn by myself, and if somebody wants to learn, will come learn here with me. No, you must be the one to take the initiative to go somewhere else. And don't rely on that your friends will come to you. You follow, or only your fellow students will make it, remain with you. It's not going to happen. You must go to them. And this is really what we see, like in Europe or in Eretz Yisrael or in America. You find students now here coming from all over to yeshivas, from America, from South Africa, from everywhere, and people leave the town and go to another town, to another yeshiva, the yeshiva in another end, which they don't stay at home. They maybe come home once a month, 2 months, whatever it is. So I think that the message is quite clear. I said there are things that you should, if you want to advance yourself in Torah study, you must make kind of a sacrifice to do things. That's not to say to suffer, but to make you more conscientious about time and friends, society, and teachers, that they may add to your wisdom of Torah, which you are not able to do things while you are at home in your comfort zone. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
this means not only these are extremes, but let us say everybody himself can. There is a shiur that you can attend a shiur which may add to your understanding, and you can say, well, maybe I don't have to go to shiur. I will sit at home and I can learn by myself. I can listen to recording or whatever. But being in a chabura, in among people who study together or in a shiur or whatever it is, all this add to the quality of knowledge that one can deepen his knowledge in Torah and understanding. So I think tonight we finish a little bit, couple of minutes, unless there is any points that you want to add or whatever. Otherwise, I'll say good night to you.
בחירות טובות.
Good Shabbat.
לילה טוב.
Bשורות טובות. And everybody should be
Amen.
well.
You're over.
Yeah.
Good,
He's
good
good.
news.
Amen.
After all.
For Shlema, for
Yeah, yeah.
all.
רפואה
Thank
שלמה
you.
לפרט.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom.
שבת
Shabbat
שלום.
Shalom.
Shabbat
Thank
shalom.
you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rabbi.